Today I'm going to talk to you about transforming your business into a leadership factory. I want you to think through that with the power of Builder's Base. Builder's Base is incredible. Builder's Base has already transformed our business for the better. Since launching it 12 months ago, just a little over 12 months ago, we have paid $25 million. Yeah, can I get a round of applause, please? Now understand something. That was a new program, a new compensation plan that has helped more than double our company. Our revenue as a company has doubled since Builder's Base. And all of this did not happen without some challenges. We had some adjustments to be made, right? While most leaders, handle their business the same way, the right way, and grew their sales force and their membership base the right way, a few leaders and their downlines, in my opinion, took a not so healthy approach with membership. Not so healthy approach. And we saw the 80% rate. We had an 80% rate of activation to first payment. 80% dropped to 40%. It's a reality. It's a reality. This is a leadership team, right? This is a locker room session, if you will. Locker room. I don't know if that's translating really well. This is a close group. Yes? Okay. I can tell you the truth. Yes? The truth is that was not acceptable. So Hutch and I, we had to act. Hutch and I and Anthony had to act. And we put some guardrails in place when we launched QBI in 2023, as you know. QBI, what does it do? It ensures that any new business is of the highest quality. It ensures that people go towards building their membership base with the highest quality. And for those that maybe are not doing that, it encourages them by not paying them as much for them to increase their persistency. What is good about increasing persistency? What's good about increasing persistency? I ask you. What's good? Let me tell you, it's good for everyone. It's good for the partners, good for you, right? It's good for the uplines. If everybody pays, more people pay, we just keep building up more ranks. Is more ranks good? Good, right? Business that sticks is business that can build upon, right? It's good for the company. Of course it's good for the company. It's good for what? The travel industry. And finally, it's good for, most importantly, who? The member. The member that makes a commitment to their long-term travel plans and dreams. Does that make sense? Okay, there's no downside. Tell me if I'm wrong, okay? There's no downside to activating members and making sure they stick. Any downside to that I know of? I don't see any downside, right? So it's good for everyone. It pays you more money. QBI ensures that your downlines stay on that good quality track record. Your downline partners are bringing in healthy membership payments. Okay, let me ask you a question. What pays more? What pays more? 100,000 with 50% quality of business? Or 50,000 with 70% quality of business? What do you think pays more? It's a trick question. The answer is the same. Congratulations. The answer is the same. If you do 100,000, you get the 30%, great, but with 50% QBI, you don't make 65. You don't get to 65. You don't get what? 100. So you get what? 15,000. But if you do 50,000 in the base with the 30%, because 70% is over 65, then we do what? We pay you 100%. What an awesome deal. You don't have to have 100% QBI. You don't have to, but you have to have good QBI. Does that make sense? And good QBI pays you the same. That was a trick question. The real answer, the even more correct answer, is that what you need to do is build a $100,000 base, get it up to over 70% QBI, so you're not even nowhere near close to 65, and then you get a $30,000 base. Does that make sense? $30,000 base bonus. Does that make sense? Does that make sense, team? Is that clear? Here's the thing. Once you do that, now you open the door for that 5% on all of your ID legs as well, plus 5% on this one. So in reality, we're now paying what? 35% on all of your builder's base plus 5% on all of your ID legs. Does that make sense? That's huge. That's how you grow your income. You understand, that's a big chunk of what we do. QBI matters. I'll let the translators catch up. QBI matters. It matters a lot. It always has. It matters now and will always be. So what is QBI? What is quality of business? Some people have asked me, how do you define that? The quality of your business is akin to your reputation. That's your business reputation. That's the way I will look at it. If you're bringing in good quality business, it sticks. It affects your cash flow, so guard it, work on it, improve it. We need to see more leaders taking care of their QBI more, paying more attention to it, having your team really focus on how do we organize payments and get people to pay and notifications and work a little bit harder on managing your QBI. Why would you want to build what we call a big builder's base? I want to see more leaders talking about, I have a big builder's base. My base is big. Are you building a big base? I want to hear more leaders talking about it. If we're talking about it, we're talking about the right thing. Here's why. Your builder's base is an indication of how strong your leadership is. Small base, small leadership. More importantly, your builder's base is an indication of how strong your business will be. Yes, the bigger your base, the bigger your business will be. The future leaders, see, you can't produce a brand new international or a brand new executive or even dream of having an executive, a board of directors in your team without having a big base. Here's why. It's in your base. It is in your base that those leaders are formed, that you get to nurture, mentor, train, develop those leaders. Does that make sense? Because they're in your base. You're talking to them. You're looking at their business. You know what they're submitting in. You know the quality of the business. If you don't, then what are you doing? If you don't know what's happening in your business, then what are you doing? You're not a business person. A business person knows what's happening in their business. It's involved. It's engaged. It's in your base that those leaders will learn how to build it and learn to build it from you the right way. Most importantly, this is literally the most important thing I will say all day today. Most importantly, your leaders, especially those big leaders that are going to come from your base, will do what you do, not what you say. Oh, I'm really good, I'm great at training. Talk. Oh, I'm really good. I can do the best in-cruises presentation. Talk. Oh, I'm really good. I was here from day one. Talk. Your leaders will do what you do, not what you say. So if you're building a big base and you're maximizing that base by going wide, then they will do the same. And guess what? Then you build a giant team. You can't build a giant team. You can't do all the things that you're meant to do without having a big base. If you stay, this is true now, this is serious. If you stay small with no energy, guess what? You will never grow to your full potential. So I don't know if what I'm about to show you is true or not. I don't know if it's scientific or not, but I was told this. I was told that a shark in a fish tank, a shark, would only grow to about 8 inches because it's constrained by the fish tank. But in the open ocean, it could be 8 feet or more. And the same is true. And the same is true for you. How big is your fish tank? I want you to equate your builder's base as your fish tank. Or do you want to be small? I don't think you do. That's not a good question, is it? It's a bad question. Do you really want to build it big? That's the question. I think you do. So I'm going to talk about builders base in QBI now. When it comes to, we're going to have a panel. There's no panel here today, but I'll ask some questions. I asked them some questions of these three leaders. I handpicked 3 international directors. And I'm going to show you why, because they're examples of how to build your business and how to improve your business. So Yashim, for example, Kachikov is the highest paid international director with $14,800 based in September. He has 66% QBI, and that got him a 100% bonus, but he only has 12% recurring. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Sun Woo was here, second highest paid ID in October with almost right at $10,000 that he made. By the way, he made his leadership $10,000. He got his residual. He got all the weekly and all the other bonuses. And on top of that, we paid him 10 grand. We paid him $10,000 for building a new big base, a new big business. He did fantastic. He missed the 65%, he was almost at 70% QBI and got 100%. It has 82% recurring profiles. We're going to examine what he did right. Eric Diaz, on the other hand, third highest paid, $10,000 that he made. He produced a lot more. He actually missed the 65% by a little bit and has 47% recurring profiles. And we're going to talk about what he can do to take it to the next level. So we asked Sun Woo, what are you doing to have 80% recurring profiles, assuring that you're making 100% of your bonus? He said, I joined in group just over a year ago. I am lucky to have a good sponsor that makes it easy to share in cruises and build a business. Our team's key strength are consistent education, listen to this, communication and follow-up. We stay connected via weekly meetings, daily contact through tailored social media channels for both partners, that's easy to do, and members, not so easy to do and maintain. For members, so that members can consistently post videos about cruises, trips, related material, and everything to encourage them to keep their payments and travel. So what are the 2 takeaways I get from this? Write this down, please. Write this down. High touch. Number 2, sell the travel dream. How do you make sure that your members stick to the program? High touch, meaning always in contact. Yes? High touch, always in contact. And sell the travel dream. Why? Because when they join, they're all excited, right? When they join, they're jacked up. They're really excited. And then after a month, they start to lose a little bit of that excitement, right? But you got to be always on top of them. Where are we going to travel to? Look at all the places we can go. Keep on going. Let's go. Let's get you on your first cruise. All right. So we asked the next leader. You can see it here. What are you doing to keep your production high during the summer months? Kept the production really high in builder space. What are you doing that you can help other leaders? And he said, to support our new production, I personally consistently make daily presentations online and in person. That's the biggest takeaway. Training is simple and essential parts of the member and partner experience. Also high on opening. We teach them how to open emails, register, pay monthly, make monthly payments, set up recurring billing, training on recurring billing, making bookings and so on. Additionally, we host monthly cruise parties in restaurants with members and partners. And what's the idea behind that? The idea is to motivate in Uzbekistan. He says, then I travel all over Uzbekistan and I'm working 24/7. There's no shortcut. It's hard work. But once again, what's the takeaway from this? What do you think? What do you think is the takeaway from this? What do you think? Let me tell you my 2 takeaways. High touch. Write it down. High touch. Sell the travel dream. Sounds like a simple plan. Would you agree? The last leader, Eric, he said, what are you doing to be a top producer in September? What did you do? Almost 50,000 in your big, fairly big base shop, going to get bigger. Maintaining a strong team, new production has been all about understanding the importance of increasing income and massifying it. He says, when the company announced new production requirements, we immediately messaged this to the organization. We raised awareness and show them how their income goals and the ranks can now be achieved even faster. Our educational system empowers the team with essential business skills consistently, again, from Monday through Friday. He's talking about his meetings for membership and opportunity. We always share what? Testimonials of what? Travel and how travel and business can transform people's lives. So once again, what are we hearing? High touch. What are we hearing? High touch and selling the travel dream. Amplifying the travel dream. So we asked Eric, follow-up question, what plans do you have to increase your recurring profiles? Clearly, because at 12%, it's tough to stick that business to stick long term. You got to get 12% up. We got to get that 12%, Eric, to 50, 75, and in the 80s or 90s. That's your goal. That should be everyone's goal. Agreed? It says we're working to better educate about the power of making consistent payments, and especially using recurring billing and encourage partners to better follow up with new members and partners as soon as they're eligible to do so. We are grateful. I love this line. It says, we are grateful for what we have to look forward to the possibility of increasing payment options, and would love to register new members from the beginning with recurring payments. He doesn't have that option right now in Chile. He doesn't have that option, but he's going to get that option. Everybody's going to get that option. You understand that? Everybody's going to get recurring payment. I'm not going to sour the announcement, but it's coming. It's coming soon. Let me finish with this. Builder Space is here to stay, and QBI is going to play even a more important role in everything that we do. We can't become the company that we're going to become without this. We can't. All leaders, every one of you, you have a base. You have a base, and you have a number in your base. Everybody, Julio, you have a number in your base. Everybody here, everyone, you have a base. You have a base number. Moonjian, you have a base number. You know your number. Some are bigger than others. The bigger your base, the bigger your business will be. That's as simple as that. Team, I'm telling you, what we have in place right now is so unique. Our compensation program is hitting on all cylinders, and it's only going to get better. I can tell you right now, residual compensation will go through a change for the better. For the better. It won't be tied to membership free, and it's going to be unlimited. Let me let it sink in. Let me let the translator say it. It's going to be unlimited. Residual income will be unlimited. Therefore, the base, your builder's base, and your QBI will matter more than ever before. That I can guarantee you. We're building something unique. We're building something awesome. This company is on the move. This company is getting ready to explode, to hit it out of the ballpark over the next 12 months, 18 months, 24 months. Come along for the ride. Build it big. You will look back 18 months from now, I'm going to put you in state. 18 months from now, you're going to be sitting somewhere and you're going to be going, oh, that's what he meant. Look at all these base shops. Look at all these builders' bases that have exploded. Look at all these new IDs. Look at all these EDs. Look at all this growth. And you're going to say to yourself, that's what he meant back then. So you could either be, you know, they say there's three people. In every parade, there's three people, right? In every parade, a parade, right, with parade, there's three people, right? There's those that are in the parade. They're in the parade. Those that are clapping on the sidelines, right? And then there's those that don't even know there's a parade. They don't even know that one exists. There's a lot of people outside this room that don't know there's a parade here. The question is, are you going to be the ones clapping, or are you going to be the ones in the parade? All in, growing your base. Does that make sense? Let's end it there. Thank you very much, team. Appreciate you.